to be chicken enchiladas, and we're going to start with rotisserie chickens. Now these chickens are not the ones that just came from the store, obviously. They are half-eaten, and so this is going to be kind of like one of those meals that you make with leftover chicken. What I like to do is when I buy rotisserie chickens, instead of just buying rotisserie chicken and using the meat from a rotisserie chicken, which of course you can do, I like to get at least 2 or 3 meals out of that rotisserie chicken. First meal, of course, being eating the rotisserie chicken. So we had rotisserie chicken about 2 nights ago, and after we got done eating, I just put them in the refrigerator, stored them there. And what's nice about knowing that I'm going to use the rest of the chicken is I don't feel so stressed out that, oh, we have to clean the chicken up real good. So I let the kids take some of the drumsticks off, and then I take some of the better breast meat, and we eat the chickens that way. Now for our family, we easily eat 2. We probably could have had 3 because there's doesn't look like a ton of meat left. Who knows? I had it, we just shoved it back into these cases, and you don't have to dirty any dishes that way. So to get ready for our chicken enchiladas, I'm going to clean off whatever meat that I can left from these chickens. Now if you don't have rotisserie chickens, of course you can do this from a chicken that you roasted, and maybe one of these weeks I'll show you how I roast a chicken, because that's pretty easy to do, but always looks very impressive. Or also leftover turkey too. If turkey's on sale, sometimes I'll roast a turkey, even if it's not Thanksgiving or Christmas. And you can get so much meat on a turkey, and you can do so much with the leftovers from that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, this wonderful job of cleaning off the carcass. It probably is the worst part. I know I can't think of anybody who would like to clean the carcass of their chickens, but if it's cooked, it's not so bad. Sometimes I'm going to snack while I am cleaning off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the good meat, pieces of meat that I get, I'm going to put them in this one. Garbage and stuff, leftover chicken, fat, whatever, yucky stuff, I don't want, I'm going to put in here. And bones and the carcass I'm going to put in a pot, because I'm going to use the carcass and make some stock. And even after I make the stock, there'll still be some chicken bits I can break off, and of course this will make a wonderful soup. But today we want the plain chicken meat that I'm beating off the rotisserie chicken. We're going to use this meat to make chicken enchiladas. Of course you can make chicken casseroles, chicken divan, whatever you want with that chicken. But today, chicken enchiladas, and I'm not going to sit here and talk to you while I clean off this chicken, because that would bore you to pieces, so I'm going to stop it and come back to talk to you after I get this all cleaned off. Okay, welcome back. I've got my chicken cleaned off, and we are going to finish making our chicken enchilada casserole. So you need your, 2 or 3 cups cooked chicken. Like I said, it's not going to be a lot for this. I'm going to have to do some stretching, but that's okay. That's what's great about this recipe. I have the remainders of the carcasses, the little carcasses that they are, in this. I'm going to fill this up with water, and I'm going to go ahead and start my stock. And I'll just let this cook all afternoon and put it in the refrigerator tonight. I like to let it sit in the refrigerator at least one night, then you get the fat off the top and skim the fat off the top and strain through, and then you get some really good broth. Okay. Oh, I don't have a bowl for this. But the best thing about this chicken enchilada recipe is there's so many different versions, and you're probably not even going to make it the same way every time. And it's great. You don't have to measure a lot of things, and it seems every way that you do it, it turns out great. Let me go grab a mixing bowl. Okay. I'm back. So first thing, you're going to put in your mixing bowl. And so basically what we're doing is we're going to make the stuff that goes inside the enchiladas first. So you want your chopped up chicken. I think I'm going to chop this up a little bit more, because I think the chicken in little pieces will also spread a little bit further. If you don't use scissors in your kitchen, boy, I found they come in so handy, especially with meat. And that cutting raw meat with my scissors, better than using a knife. And for getting this chicken, just kind of nice little bite-sized pieces. You don't have to do this. You can have big pieces of chicken in yours if you like. All right, so there goes the chicken. Now many recipes online, and you can look through them and see what they suggest. They say add a can of the cream of chicken soup with it. I generally, there it is. I generally do not like to have, I usually don't like to use the cream of chicken soup cans. So I'm going to opt not to use that one, but you can try that one and see how that works. I am opting instead to go for the cream cheese. And so you're going to want 1 package of cream cheese. think works well. Alternatives to cream cheese, sour cream. Many of the recipes you'll see, they'll say put in a cup of, or a half a cup of sour cream or something like that. Now this is not soft, so I need to zap this in the microwave, of course, and I forgot to do that. If you think ahead, you know, you gotta leave it out. And if it's not perfectly soft, it doesn't matter, since you don't have to worry about having cream cheese lumps in it, because it's all going to cook in the oven anyway. So let me put this on a plate, and I will zap it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Be right back. Alright, I'm back with my cream cheese that I just zapped in the microwave, about 40 seconds. I heard it start to cackle a little bit, so I think that's done. So I'll mix that into my chicken. Now sometimes it's good just to have the inside of the chicken enchiladas just cheese and chicken. That's a very simple alternative way to do it. I like adding a little spice to mine. So I am going to add one of these cans of diced tomatoes and green chilies. You could also just add the green chilies if you would like. These diced tomatoes with green chilies, you know, the Rotel or Aldi's makes a can of these too. You know, you can get them for 50 cents. I got these for buy one, get one free, so they were only 50 cents a can. And they're a nice staple to have on your, you know, in your pantry. I use it a lot of things, a lot of Mexican food. I very seldom have just plain green chilies. And I am going to add the whole can. If your family doesn't like a lot of tomatoes or a lot of green chilies, or it's too spicy, maybe you just want half a can. Another alternative, you could put in some taco seasoning if you just want a taco seasoning, chili powder if you want to put some of that in. I don't even need to add a lot of salt and pepper, you know, which I would add, because this, you know, the canned stuff has enough salt in it. By the time you add all the cheese and stuff like that. So far, this is what it's starting to look like. Kind of messy. My cream cheese isn't very creamy with those tomatoes in it. But like I said, anything goes with this. Now, if I was feeling that I need to stretch this more, once you've got your cheese mixture in, or, you know, cream of chicken soup, you add that to this snack, or sour cream, combination of any of those. Want more chunks in it. Sometimes I put in a can of black beans, which is also very good. Chopped up green peppers are good in it. Corn, I'll put some corn in it. You could do that, something to, if you want to stretch that mixture a little bit more in the center. Okay, that's pretty good. And I mean, I really simply just cream cheese chicken and cheddar cheese. The little bit of taco seasoning makes a great enchilada too. So I'm going to add the last ingredient here, and that's my cheddar cheese. I've got a chunk and a half, so I have almost a pound. I'll see how much that'll make up. I'll probably put the half of the chunk on the top to make it look nice, and I'll probably put this one inside. So I'm going to get my grater and grate this cheese, and you don't want to watch me do that, so I'll be right back with my grated cheese.
Are you taping that?
I sure am.
And yet we're talking?
Yeah, I can edit it. Okay, I am back with my grated cheese, and it doesn't take too long to do it, but of course, open up a package. Also, they have that cheese that has the flavoring in it already, the Mexican, it's like a taco blend they call. You could just use that, and that could be the seasoning for inside your enchiladas. Or the Mexican blend cheddar. I had mild cheddar, so that's what I used. I'm going to put, no, I think I'm going to put most of the chunk in it. And then I'll put the other half of the other chunk on the top. And of course I'm busy taping and cooking, so the kids thought they had liberty to, I don't know, watch a movie, I don't know. You know how that is if mom gets busy on the phone, because sometimes they have freedom to do whatever they want. That's not really true. Okay. Even in the midst of video, I can still stop and tell them, please don't put on the TV now. Alright, so there's my mixture there. And then the next part is also pretty easy. That's the rolling up of these. And you can use different size tortillas. Sometimes I use, whatever's on sale. This is burrito size, which fits in a pan pretty nicely. They're a nice big 8-inch one. No, how big are these? Oh, I don't know. You tell me. Maybe 8 inches. Doesn't say right on the package. So, you set it here on a plate. Spoonful of topping. I don't know if you can see this anyway. And we like ours nice and full, we really do. Alright, that's about how much that we put in. And then you do the old burrito roll up. I fold up on one side, fold the other one over, and then you're going to fold the ends in. And that holds all the juicy stuff on the inside. And I'm going to put these in a pan. I've just greased the pan with some cooking spray. If you had your sauce ready, you could put that on the bottom to keep it from sticking. And that's one. I have 2 packages. My kids easily eat 2 each. And I don't think I'm going to have enough. So, I'll just make more side dishes for dinner. Usually I serve this with some Spanish rice and some refried beans. So if I don't have enough, we'll have lots of refried beans. And maybe some corn chips and salsa. I think I have some corn chips in there. Well, okay, I practically got 8. I was hoping for 16, but that's okay. We will take 8. And like I said, I'll make some side dish. I'll make some Spanish rice, refried beans for dinner, some chips and salsa too. And here they are in the pans. They're not very round. I don't know why they're not as round. Maybe because of big tortillas. And I filled them up pretty good. Now for the topping. So you got all those options for the inside. You have many options for the toppings too. I've seen some where they've put white queso cheese on the top and cooked them like that, which look delicious. I've not tried that yet. Usually I just put another pan of these on the top with some cheese. Taco sauce, you can put a taco sauce on them with some cheese, or if you just have regular salsa, put salsa on them, put cheese on them. You can always put salsa or the chilies. That's a tough one. Okay, I think I'm going to put, the trouble with these tomatoes is they're just the tomatoes and they're juice, where the salsa is a little bit thicker and sticks on a little bit better. I'm going to use the salsa. That's pretty watery too. I don't know. This is the Costco kind. That's why you should wear an apron too when you cook. Maybe next time I'll wear an apron. Ah! And again, I'm going to put, looks pretty good so far, and I need to put more cheese on it. Looks pretty good. Now, what you can do with these is, I'm not ready to have dinner yet. I've got to do some running around with the kids, and then I'm going to come back maybe for dinner. So, I'm just going to put these in the refrigerator for now. Also, you can cover this and freeze this meal. This is a good freezer meal, and then you'll have it whenever you're ready. Like, for instance, if I'd been really good, I could have prepared 2 of these, froze one, of course, for later, and eat one tonight. So I'm going to put these in the refrigerator. But to bake them, they just need 350 degrees for about a half an hour. And that's about all it takes. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. And I will post the recipe here on the web page so you can see what I used in this particular one, as long as some of the variations you can use. Thank you for viewing.